Hello Cancer, Ashley here. We're going to do your bonus reading for 2022. So in this reading, sorry, getting my chair situated here, we're going to look at some main themes first. And my intention with these themes is that whatever comes out is kind of what you're dealing with throughout the year, right? So it's like this ongoing theme of 2022. So we're going to look at that first. And then I'm going to pull some cards for each month of the year from two different decks. And we're going to go through each month. And while we're doing that, we're going to look at love, finance, career. And then at the end of the reading, we're going to look at any blockages to watch out for. And then if there's anything unexpected that you should know about ahead of time that might be coming in this year. Expect this reading to be a bit lengthy compared to the normal readings. However, I am going to be time-stamping, putting chapters down below so that if you like, you can save this video to your own personal playlist. And you can revisit it throughout the year, so you can come back again and check on March and April, or however this best serves you. So my intention is that we get some high-level guidance on each of the months of the year, so that you can kind of get a feel for the energy that's coming your way. So I hope that it serves you well. So let's get into it. First, we're going to get some themes, and then we will talk about that, and then I'll get the monthly cards pulled. So what does Cancer have going on in 2022? What's a main theme for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for 2022. We have Welcome the Divine Masculine. Wow, okay. We'll look closer at that card in just a moment. I'm also going to pull a major arcana, so this will be like adding to that flavor for the year. And this is kind of like, the major arcana in the tarot is sort of like the step in the journey that we're on. So where's Cancer at for 2022? We have Judgment. Definitely using your heart to make decisions here. And I also feel like strongly with that, there could be a return from the past, perhaps a masculine. We're going to get a minor arcana to go along with that. And then we'll get deeper into the interpretation of those cards. What minor card in the tarot goes with, Cancer? We have the Four of Cups. All right. So with those cards there, I feel like a few things here. So let's first look at the major and minor arcana. So I do feel like there could be an unexpected return from the past here. And it could be something, some cup of love that's being offered to you that, one, you may not see coming, but two, you may struggle to accept as well. That Four of Cups has kind of a bit of indifference, or perhaps, not being completely satisfied with what's being offered. But it is ultimately a gift from the universe. It kind of pops out of nowhere. So then we have Judgment. And this is some kind of heart awakening here. The Judgment card is you needing to make some decisions you know, come up with your own judgment of a situation. And it's kind of like you're weighing your heart against the truth here. And it's like, whatever decision gets made, ultimately for your highest good, it should be a choice that leaves your heart light. You can see that in this depiction, this heart is floating and it's inflamed here. It's engulfed in flames. So it's like, what sets your heart on fire? What really resonates most strongly with your truth? And this could also be, kind of a year for you, Cancer, where you're spending time lightening your heart as well from any sort of past heaviness and weight, I feel like. And again, with this welcome the divine masculine, it could very well be that there is a masculine returning to your life. I also feel like this is your divine masculine. So whether you're male or female or whatever gender you identify with, the masculine energy in all of us is associated with our action taking. And doing so in a divine masculine way. So we pay attention to that feminine guidance, which you very strongly have, Cancer, being the intuitive sign that you are. And then taking action on that intuition and doing so in a way that is that has integrity. I want to look at that card from the book real quick. It's number 19. It says yang energy, passion, creativity, providing care for others, strength of spirit, warrior soul, knowledge, a gifted leader, true entrepreneurial spirit. So for sure, we have the Four of Cups, and when I saw that 4, it made me think of the Emperor, which is definitely the entrepreneur in the Tarot. For me, it symbolizes someone that is able to maintain their own stability and perhaps be a leader, be their own boss, or a leader to others. So that could definitely be showing up this year for you. Stability, friendly and positive competition. It says, here comes the sun. The energy of the divine masculine is bright and fierce. It can warm hearts, which is interesting with that flaming heart there. Break down barriers and inspire minds. It can grow food for thought and can feed a village. This is an auspicious card that promises luck, positivity, and success. And your young hunter spirit is being called forth to stand up and claim these gifts. Passive waiting is not the answer right now. Go get that thing you've been dreaming of and make your move. This enthusiastic creative energy is ready to set your path on fire, so step up to the challenge being presented and lovingly slay it. It says you're ready. As with all fiery forces, managing your energy and stamina will be important. Not enough, and you will have failure to launch. Too much, and it can burn out too quickly. So kind of finding that middle zone of, the masculine and feminine, when to make moves and when to sit back and rest and relax and tap more into that intuitive side. I really like this, Cancer. We're going to see what comes up in your cards. So bear with me while I get these laid out for you, and then we will go into each one. January all the way through December for Cancer. And I like doing this spread because it can kind of give us an overview of which months of the year may be kind of challenging, which months of the year would be good for rest and relaxation, and which months of the year are full of positive progress and success. So it can kind of give you an idea of how to make plans even, like what month is best for vacation, that kind of thing. So January through December. We have the Three of Swords for January. I'm going to shift these down just a smidge. And I will hold the cards up as we get to them because they're so big, they don't all fit on camera here. So try and get them in view. Six of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords, love that, the Knight of Wands, and then we have the Peace card, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles, the Emperor, looky there, Divine Masculine, the Three of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Okay. I'm going to get this other deck laid out here quickly, and then we will dive into this. Cancer 2022, January through December. And I did pre-shuffle, so okay. Queen of Swords, Eight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, King of Wands, Two of Wands, Page of Swords, Eight of Swords, Five of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. All right, let's get into this. So for January, we have the Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords here. So I actually feel like this Three of Swords has already happened, this pain. I feel like you've had to release something. It says, release the past, you will grow from this situation, time heals all wounds. So there's been some sort of elimination that's taken place here. I feel like at this point in January, you have stepped out of your emotional world here, Cancer, and you're stepping into your more logical mind. This Queen of Swords, she wants the truth and nothing but the truth, and she's also prepared to use that sword to cut things out of her life that do not serve her. Specifically in this situation, things that have broken her heart to begin with. So the Queen of Swords, she knows betrayal, she knows pain, and she's able to step into her more masculine energy, really, this more logical air energy in order to get things done. As far as love here, there's certainly, I feel like, something from the past that has hurt you, and I do feel like in January you're actually kind of just getting refocused. There's still some healing going on here, but I feel like this more trails in from 2021. It's like you're still dealing with it come January. But it could be that you make a final decision to cut something out here in love. And when it comes to career, I do feel like you're trying to gain some clarity here on what it is that you want to do next. There could have also been some difficult situations in your work life, in working with others. There could have been betrayals, you know, with coworkers or people that you maybe even considered friends in the workplace. And I do feel like you're trying to get your head on straight and step into a more logical approach here. I'm not getting a ton about finances here, but I will say that with the Queen of Swords, I think you're very capable of looking at your budget and managing it logically and carefully, cutting out any spending that is not helpful to you, that will harm you. And so I would pay attention to that in the month of January. I do feel like we've got, it's almost like you start the year with this energy. If we're looking at the overall theme here, there's been something dissatisfying to you, and you've had to make a judgment call, perhaps related to a masculine energy, or you've had to step into your masculine energy in order to cut out the things that are unsatisfying to you. So now let's look at February, and I feel really good about February here. For one, look at all this pink. It's like this healing heart energy really showing up here on both of these cards. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. It says material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. There are acts of kindness and giving and receiving with a grateful heart. So you've really struck a balance here. And things are starting to move. There could be a lot of communication taking place in the month of February. This could even be a move with the Eight of Wands. If not, it could also be kind of long distance communication. So take that as it resonates. I do feel like a lot of movement involved here. When it comes to relationships, I feel like you're definitely moving towards a more balanced give and take. And in the month of February, Venus has just turned direct. And this Six of Pentacles energy has been a huge focus for Venus in her time in Capricorn. Because ultimately we are looking at equal give and take energy exchange in our relationships and with our money. That's very Venus focused. And with this Six of Pentacles showing up here, I feel like you're getting some strong insights at this time as to how to bring about that balance for yourself. If you're already in a relationship, I see things going really well. I see there being a lot of interaction. Could be a lot of passion taking place in the relationship in the month of February. And this heart healing pink energy, especially with all this green here, I feel that strongly. If you're single, I do see you stepping more into your divine feminine here with this requirement of the Six of Pentacles. As far as finances go, I do feel like something in here comes in here in this month. Some sort of communication comes in here that really helps to balance that budget and make sure that you're receiving payment in equal measure with the energy that you're putting out. So I feel like when it comes to a career situation, money, make sure you're not spending more than you make. But I do feel like there's enough money here to take care of necessity. Like you're bringing in enough to pay the bills. You're bringing in enough to feed yourself and your family. You know, you're getting back on a more balanced, solid ground here. But I do feel like it says material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. And there could be some surprise communication coming in February that you're not expecting. So February looks really nice. Let's look at March. We have the Page of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. It says, exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So I do feel like there's some kind of communication coming in here. This could be both in the workplace and in relationships. So there could be an offer coming in, someone kind of checking you out with regards to a work opportunity. This could also be someone kind of checking you out with regards to a potential love relationship here. Somebody that wants to work with you and build with you in either regard. I do feel like you're going to take the time to really investigate whatever this offer is. It's like you kind of want to prepare yourself and get yourself all the information that you need in order to make the best choice for yourself. I feel like money is solid for the month of March. And I do feel like you should pay attention to insights. It's kind of like this. We have the kite and the owl here. And it's almost like, you know, with this page, flying this kite, it's kind of like this, you know, the Benjamin Franklin story. This electric discovery, where the story goes he was flying a kite tied to a key, right? So I do feel like there's some kind of insight that comes in, some sort of direct hit that really helps you when it comes to your mission work, to kind of help build foundations here. So pay attention to that. March looks good. In April, we have the King of Wands. So you could certainly be dealing with a fire sign here. Typically the King of Wands for me is Sagittarius energy, but we do have this lion on this particular tarot deck. So it could very well be a Leo, could be an Aries. We also have the Ace of Swords. Wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So there's definitely some sort of truth coming in here. Some sort of breakthrough communication potentially from a fire sign. This could also be a breakthrough and a new beginning in your own work. We have this theme of the divine masculine this year. And for me, the King of Wands is definite leadership energy, someone on a mission to nurture their passions and really kind of hold, it's like this inspiring energy. I feel you kind of stepping into this role potentially of inspiring others. And perhaps it's through communication, writing, definitely some sort of new start here with this Ace of Swords. So from a love standpoint and from a work standpoint, this looks really positive. From a finance standpoint, I'm not getting a ton here, but I do feel like there could be like something regarding like even a promotion here. So typically with a promotion, there comes an increase in pay. But that's more what I'm getting here is like this potential promotion or recognition here for the work that you're doing. And I feel like that directly leads to an increase in money. I feel like you're stepping into like your bossed up energy here in the month of April. I like it. May. We have the Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. So we got some strong fire energy here. There could definitely be travel coming in May. We have this little Volkswagen bus. We have the World card here. And the Knight of Wands can be this quick movement, right? Definitely related to something inspirational, but I do feel like you're going to be at a crossroads about something. And I feel like your best strength here is to have confidence and to have courage in whatever decision it is that you need to make. Could also be that you have a choice to make about a fire sign. Could be a hot new flame coming in here in the form of the Knight of Wands. He can be very transitory, so it may not be a long-term sort of situation, but if you are dating at this time, it could be kind of a hot fling that takes place. And perhaps that happens while you're traveling. But I also see you really spending some time in the month of May really looking at the potentials in the future. Like really kind of maybe even laying plans for the next steps. It almost feels like that 5-year plan, the 10-year plan. And even though we don't have to stick to it, precisely along the whole way, because of course challenges and changes come up, I do feel like you're very future focused at this time, and it's almost like you've turned your back to anything in the past. Like, I feel like that was happening in January, but it's like you make some serious strides in May when it comes to relinquishing past situations. So when it comes to finances, I would say make careful decisions. Again, you could be spending some money on travel here, but I would watch out for any impulsive buys, right? That Knight of Wands can come in and like light your fire and get you really excited about something, but then the passion for whatever that thing is sort of fizzles out pretty quickly. So I would watch for any impulsive purchases. For June, we have the Page of Swords, which also showed up in March. So that Page of Swords showing up again, potentially more research, more learning, additional communication. And then we have the Peace card. It says, release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. I'm trying to remember what this relates to in the tarot. I don't know why I can't think of it. Let me find it real quick. But clearly some large event coming in June. Oh, that is the Death card. Duh. Okay, so the Death card. There's some sort of ending happening here. Release the past. Again, I feel like that was happening in May. It's like you just shut it down. So it could be that this King of Wands is like that Judgment card. It's like somebody from the past coming in with a lot of passion here, and you decide to put things to an end. This also could be an ending, in any area of life, right? Some sort of cycle coming to a close in order to allow a rebirth. But I feel like it's happening because you're doing some research here. It's like, again, that plan for the future that came up in May, I feel like it's trickling into June. And so I feel like you're doing some research, making some plans. And it's like what you learn here leads to this ending. And to me, it feels by choice. It feels by choice that you close out this cycle. Now, a lot of times the major arcana are just cycles in our lives that we're experiencing, and sometimes they're not within our control. This is like universal energy. But I feel like in this case, you get the ball rolling on closing something out here. And I feel like it's a result of you maybe researching the next best step. Could also be a lot of light bulb moments going off. You can see that she's got this, it's like these light bulb balloons that are holding her up as she sort of traverses this bridge here, right? When it comes to love, it could very well be that you put an end to something and somebody is spying on you as a result of that. Keeping a close eye on what you're doing, perhaps curious as to what else you've begun after you put an end to that relationship. I feel like this is more work related, like you end something in the workplace. You close out a cycle here because of that long-term plan. And then as far as finances, again, I would just, be careful with your budget. The Page of Swords, does a lot of research, does a lot of careful planning before making any steps here. But I don't get anything like negative off of that as far as finances go. All right, July. We have the Eight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Interesting. It says your plans are working out very well, professional and financial success using resources wisely. So again, there's like this boost in the career area of life, the finances in your life. The King of Pentacles is stable, steady, able to provide, and has his abundance, aplenty here. So this could be, again, another sort of promotion or a switch in job that is taking place as a result of that activity in June. Could also be having an encounter with a Taurus here. But with the Eight of Swords, you're definitely maybe getting a little stuck in your head about this. This is really kind of the first card that we've come across so far this year that feels like a blockage. So come July, I would pay attention to any fears that are kind of keeping you stuck in your head. It could feel that you're stuck related to your career. I don't really feel like that's the reality. I feel like you're successful and you're making good strides. I would just check on any sort of belief systems that might be keeping you stuck in your head here. It could just be a part in this year where you're kind of feeling a little bit uncertain of what to do next. When it comes to love, it could be that you have a King of Pentacles type energy coming in and then you get all in your head about it. So pay attention to that in the love department. Could be like this, maybe some fears of commitment coming up. Or just some, I want to say, self-limiting beliefs that you might need to take a look at here. But money looks good, career looks good. I think you're just maybe a little bit in your head in July. In August, we have the Five of Cups and the Queen of Wands. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. So I do feel like something's coming in. I feel like this is your energy. You're sitting in this very attractive, almost magician-like energy as the Queen of Wands here. But I feel like you've got some doubts showing up. And I feel like it feels like this summer, June, July, August time frame, I really feel like there could be someone coming in here that puts you in some fear. You might have doubts about whether this could be successful. There could be some, old energy coming back up, old fears coming back up. Perhaps you've experienced loss in the past. I mean, we saw that in January. And so come August, if you've attracted someone in here, again, fire energy, we have both the King and Queen of Wands showing up in the spread. So there could be some more healing that needs done here. When it comes to your own confidence, really, is what I feel like this is. It's just doubt. A lack of confidence in something. To me, that feels more love related, or even just your own personal power. You might start having some doubts show up in August, but I do feel like they're surmountable here because you're showing up in a very powerful energy. It's like you're breaking down walls here. I'm really paying attention to that elephant that's in the background on this card. So kind of like that Ganesh energy. Career-wise, I think you're successful. I think you're just rolling things in for yourself. I just feel like you're coming up against some, again, self-limiting beliefs here. Money-wise, I still feel things are going well here. So certainly with that Five of Cups coming up, that can be like buyer's remorse, so be careful about any sort of extravagant expenses at this time. Let me get a drink real quick. Alright, September. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. It says, when you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. So it could very well, I feel this like guarded energy. I feel like someone here is offering you a new beginning, a solid offer, a genuine offer here. And I feel like you're just kind of guarded against it. Things are definitely stable on the home front when it comes to your finances. You're paying attention to your spending, so that feels really good and positive here. It could be that perhaps you're being a little too concerned about your spending, which can kind of cause a block when it comes to that flow of abundance. So don't go too crazy one way or another. But I do feel like you've got your heart blocked here, I feel like. And I feel like someone showing up here could certainly be an earth sign with some intentions of starting something new with you. Could also be that you are working from home during the month of September, and there's some sort of offer that comes in that would cause change. And so then there's perhaps some resistance. It does feel like a solid offer here. So really, I think overall, the month looks great. It's more your reaction to whatever's coming in here. And that seems to be July, August, September. It's like this energy of, guarding yourself. So that looks to be like perhaps a theme for this year. It's with that Four of Cups showing up as your overall theme. Things coming up from the past with Judgment. Specifically could be related to a particular partner that keeps coming in here. So I do feel like you're guarded up here. So October. Here we go. There's that Emperor energy. Stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, and ambitious plan. A couple of things here. I think there's a spark of inspiration, some sort of idea that comes in that is very positive for you on a work front, specifically if you're in a position of leadership or you are an entrepreneur. So you could have a new idea that comes in that you integrate into your plans, and that kind of gives a boost to your business. This can also be the masculine showing up here. So whether this is you stepping into your masculine energy and sort of taking charge, I do feel like there's probably an apology coming in or an offer of love coming in from a masculine. And what's interesting with this Page of Cups, you can see this flying pig up here. So it's like, yeah, right, when pigs fly. And then it shows up. I don't think you're expecting this. And which makes sense with that Four of Cups energy. This could very well be someone from the past. When it comes to finances, I think you're rocking it here. You're sitting pretty good in the finance department. And I want to say there could even be some new investment opportunities showing up for you in October. In the month of November, we have the Three of Cups. It says reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. And then we have that Four of Pentacles still from September hanging around. So I feel like someone wants to reunite with you and you are protecting yourself. I feel like this person was never really able to let you go. And at the same time, you're not sure that you want to let them in here. So obviously use your best intuition here as to what to do. But there is this potential of reuniting, reconciling, coming back together, and being in this celebratory energy. This could also be, with this showing up in the month of November, this could also be just spending time with friends and family as a result of the holidays that are starting to come in November. I also feel like you're still solid in your finances here. You're watching your spending. You're maybe doing some saving here perhaps. And when it comes to career, I think things are just steady at this time. There could be some positive announcements that show up, some ships that come in for you in the career area of life. All right, now we're on to December. We have the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So for me, this could be a number of things. When it comes to this potential masculine showing up, you may very well decide to walk away from this person and to remain in your independent energy here. But what's interesting on this cup, on this Eight of Cups, it says, there's something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. And it's like this feminine is crossing this bridge to get to the masculine. So there could be this return energy here. So again, use your best judgment. When it comes to, I do feel like you're definitely in this very strong independent energy. This Nine of Pentacles, this is pre-Empress energy. You're able to support yourself. So whatever took place this fall in regards to business, it's looking really good now in the month of December. So it could be that you've stepped into such a strong position in your finances and in your workplace that you might be resisting change when it comes to your love life. That could be something that's showing up here for you, Cancer. So yeah, finances look really good. There could be some travel going on here. I feel like the month of December is more of a quieter month for you. It's like this kind of retreat energy. So this could be a time throughout the year where you kind of go more into a hermit mode. I mean, we do have the Nine of Pentacles. It's a 9, which is hermit energy. So that could be the case. I do feel like this retreat kind of energy. So that might be a good time to take some time off this year, would be in the month of December. So that's what I get for the months. Let's look at what's a potential blockage that Cancer should watch for this year. What sort of blockage should Cancer watch for this year? So we get the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, and the King of Cups. I'm going to clarify that because I feel like there's something about you using your resources to manifest your heart's desires, your soul's calling here. But I'm not super clear on why this is a blockage. We have the Six of Wands, the Sun, and the Wheel of Fortune. If this is, I mean, these are so positive cards. Perhaps there's not a whole lot of blockage this year, but I think what to watch out for, just in case, is to understand that it's almost like you need to self-recognize what you've accomplished and the resources that you really truly have within yourself to create the happiness that you desire. And I think that if you follow your heart, you will see some sort of karmic shift take place that sort of opens the next door for you, right? The only thing that I could see here as perhaps showing up as a blockage is if, one, you don't recognize that you have the resources already within you, and two, if you don't actually follow that heart. You know, that King of Cups energy can kind of hide his feelings. And so, you know, careful not to fool yourself as to what your happiness really is. So it could be a good idea to really reflect on, you know, even before the year starts, what is it that you truly want to manifest that brings you your highest happiness? What does that look like? Because it changes throughout our lives, right? So what does that happiness look like for you right now? What do you want to manifest? And make sure you're doing that visualization or that journaling or however you want to do that. Do it with an open heart. Make sure you're really paying attention to what the heart wants. Because, I mean, you're clearly being recognized here. And I think you need to give yourself some credit. All right, when it comes to any unexpected events, what could be coming in this year for Cancer that is unexpected that they should know about? What does Cancer need to know about? King of Swords, the Hermit, the Hierophant, the Three of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So if you've been waiting for clarity about a specific person in the past, could be an air sign, Virgo, we also have Taurus showing up here. I do see you kind of needing to, it's almost like you've been waiting for a potential reconciliation with someone, but then when you're presented with it, you find that you kind of pull back. You pull back, but I think it's because you are conflicted about this relationship. You're conflicted about a potential commitment with this person. And I feel like the tables turn is what I want to say. I feel like this person was once conflicted. And it's almost like it flip-flops. Now you're the one that's conflicted and they're the ones having to wait for you to figure out what you want to do. I do see that there's a possibility here as well that you get a better idea of your future and where you want things to go. There's more clarity in that respect, and that specifically showed up strongly in May. But I also feel like what I want to say here is that, you know, make sure you're spending some time getting out there and socializing when you can. I feel like perhaps you've been in a bit of a hermitage for some time, and it's almost like you're tempted to continue staying in that singled out energy here. I do feel like there's some spiritual lessons coming up this year that could kind of throw you for a little bit of a loop. I don't feel like it's anything major, but it could cause some stress. So that's what I'm getting, Cancer. I hope you found that helpful. Overall, it looks like a pretty good year. There's a few blips around the summer months, or that July, August, September time frame, where you're kind of running into maybe your own self-limiting patterns or beliefs. But otherwise, it looks pretty good. Finances overall, I feel like you keep on trucking. I feel like it does. It's almost like there's like waves that come in that are really positive, and then you're kind of saving your pennies in the maybe less abundant months, but ultimately I feel like you end the year in a really positive place. And there's definitely somebody from the past coming back here. So I hope to see you in the next one. Remember to save this so you can go back, check those timestamps. You could always come back to this each month to get an idea of what to expect for the month. And I hope it helps to serve you throughout the year. So I will see you next time. Bye.